All right, so the last few examples I did, all of the number of compounding periods per year, n, was always equal 1. So we need to talk about when n doesn't equal 1. So if you see the word annually, that means once per year, right? That means n equals 1. Semi-annually means every 6 months, or 2 times a year. So n would equal 2. Quarterly is every 3 months, or 4 times a year. So n would equal 4. And monthly, n would equal 12. And if you run into one that's weekly, which you probably won't, all right, there's 52 weeks in a year, so n would equal 52. All right, so let's look at a real world example. So when I bought my truck, my loan was/is for $21,000 for 4 years, and is compounded monthly at 6.1%. I want to know how much interest will I owe. So first, let's write down our formula. The amount equals principal times 1 plus r over n, all to the power of nt. Just double check, make sure that's right. Oh, it looks the same as that. Should be good. Alrighty. So plus. Let's write down what we know. A, that would be the final amount I will owe. I don't know that. That's what I'm looking for. Or one of the things I'm looking for. The principal is how much my loan started for. That was $21,000. The interest rate was 6.1%, but we need that as a decimal. So we divide that by 100, and that'll be 0.061. N, number of compounding periods in a year, is 12, because it's monthly. And the number of years was 4. So let's sub stuff into our formula. Switch to blue. No, black. All right. So my principal is 21,000. 1 plus my interest rate was 0.061 divided by 12 because it's monthly. And all to the power of 12 times 4. All right, we're going to do a little simplifying before we throw this into the calculator. All right, so 21,000. Let's, actually, let us just do this part, the 12 times 4. The rest will just go straight into our calculator. If we use brackets correctly, it'll actually work out very nicely. 12 times 4, that would be 48. All right, so we're going to use some brackets here. So 21,000. When we're typing it into our calculator, just to be safe, sometimes you need to, sometimes you don't, depending on if your calculator's smart or not. Put your fraction in brackets. Some calculators are smart, some aren't. So just to be safe. So that times 1 plus, remember, let's put that fraction in brackets just to be safe. 0.061 divided by 12. You have to close both the brackets. See how you have 2 there? I have 2 here as well. And all that to the power of 48. Whoa, okay. My total amount at the end is going to be 26,000 26,786 and 67 cents. All right, but that's not my total amount of interest. I'm looking for interest. This is my total amount. So my interest is this amount minus my principal. It's just how much extra I'm paying back. So my interest is that number, my total amount, subtract what was my starting amount. Okie dokie. So I take that number and I subtract my starting amount. And that's how much I'm paying back in interest. 5,786. 5,786 and 67 cents. All right, that is my interest. That is my extra I'm paying back. All right, so now try out these self-check questions on your own. Make sure to check out the answers and ask me if you have any questions. Thanks.